Welcome back, folks, to another exciting Let's Play with me, Phil Turo. We're playing Megaman 3 on the collection, of course. And this game, the subtitle for it is The End of Dr. Wily. So that sounds kind of ominous, but according to the story of Megaman 3, Dr. Wily decided to clean up his act. I mean, he was a changed man. And him and Dr. Lie have started to make a giant peacekeeping robot named Gamma. And long story short, there's 8 new robot masters that are running amok that were co-created by Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. And they're on 8 different planets, and they were sent there to collect 8 different elements to create this peacekeeping robot named Gamma that may or may not come back and bite a future incarnation of Megaman. But yeah, so the first robot master we're going to be taking out is Magnet Man. And Magnet Man's data card, which I'm going to go ahead and read these, is a powerful robot that has magnetic power. Though he is a robot, he's addicted to magnetic therapy. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I feel tense these days. Good point, management ability. Bad point, bad direction. He likes a massage. I mean, I like massages too. Dislike, he dislikes floppy disks. And for those youngsters out there that don't know what that means, if you ever touched a floppy disk to a magnet, yeah, you lost quite a lot, or all your data on a floppy disk. Or I don't think it outright destroyed it; just destroyed all the data because there was pieces of metal that made the data. But anyways, I digress about that little reminiscing. But Mega Man 3. Is a big upgrade from Mega Man 2 in terms of, I guess not really big, but it does offer quite a bit of extra movement for Mega Man. If you've already seen, I've been sliding around, and sliding is a good way to, speed through the levels, duck underneath attacks, and, just get through little small passageways. Also, this is the introduction of Mega Man's companion Rush in the Nintendo games. I don't know if Rush was introduced in the Mega Man World games, and by Mega Man World I mean the Game Boy games. The only one that was really interesting to me was Mega Man 5, which introduced the Star Droids. But anyways, these disappear and reappear in blocks are pretty easy to get through. You just gotta be careful with the magnet right there. It's gonna suck you towards it. So in the case of the bottomless pit, you might want to be very careful. Here as well, I can kind of rush through that a little bit quick because I already know the pattern. Mega Man 3 is one of my more favorite Mega Man games. It isn't as hard as Mega Man 2, but it's not super easy either. It's one more step lower in difficulty in Mega Man 2, and especially Mega Man 1. And then one thing you're going to notice going forward through the rest of the Mega Man classic games for the regular Nintendo, they're pretty easy. They're pretty easy going forward from here. And so Magnet Man, what he's going to do is he's going to shoot some magnets. He's going to shoot 3 magnet missiles, I think, or 2. They will go above you, and then they will come down towards you, straight down to try to hit you. And then Magnet Man will jump a few times, and that's your cue to kind of slide underneath them. And then when he does this little magnet attraction attack, he's invincible, so don't try to hit him. But if you get his pattern down, he's a really fun robot master to take on with the Mega Buster, which is what I really like about him. But Mega Man is not too easy. He's not too hard. He's really easy in my opinion once you get the pattern down. And then we'll get the new ability, the Magnet Missile, because Magnet Man. Mega Man had to get rid of the awesome weapons from Mega Man 2, which are some of the best weapons of Mega Man's history. I'll give Mega Man 2 that, along with the soundtrack. But we get the Magnet Missile, which is not a totally awesome and good weapon, but it has its uses. It's one of the more useful weapons in Mega Man 3. And the next one we're going to take on is Hard Man. Oh man, why did Dr. Wily have to name a robot Hard Man? Anyways, I digress. I'm not going to get into that. So Hard Man's data card says, made of ceramic titanium. He weighs almost 3 tons. Oh, what a drag. Good point. He's a hard nut to crack because his name's Hard Man. Bad point. Lazy bones. Like sumo wrestling. Yeah, he's a big dude. I can see why he likes that. Dislikes swimming because I imagine he's super dense and he can't float. Anyways, Hardman's level is basically like a gigantic mine-looking thing. You're going to get introduced to these. I don't know what they're called, but I know their name is something Joe. But yeah, these things, you'll only be able to hurt them once their helmet is exposing their eye, and then you can shoot them. These monkeys, you can actually hit them with Magnet Missile, but I don't recommend using Magnet Missile too much because you're going to want to use Magnet Missile to take out Hardman. So you can watch what I'm doing right here. You can see him taking out, but it takes about 4, and that one I think took some damage. But you can definitely use Magnet Missile if you want to take him out, if you don't want to take any hits. But yeah, these Armor Joes, they're not very fun to take out. And then here, if you're very careful, you can bait the monkey to jump over you and slide underneath him and then get through here. And of course, we're going to have the awesome, not so cool metals, and they'll be driving little bulldozers of sorts, so make sure you jump and hit them. It takes about 2 or 3 pellets from the Mega Buster to take them out. If you go up here to the top, you'll get an E-Tank. Now, I want to say, unlike Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, if you get a game over, you keep your E-Tanks. And unlike Mega Man 2, I believe Mega Man 2 only allowed you to have 4, but in Mega Man 3 and onward, you can carry 9. And so here we're going to get into another fight. What? I shouldn't have said that, no. It's a Breakman. And Breakman here, basically all you want to do is slide underneath him and shoot him in the back. I think you can actually shoot him in front even though he has a shield. But on some levels he's a little bit harder to avoid. Other ones pretty easy. And these little guardian robots that guard the doors to the bosses, they hurt a lot. They'll take a third of your HP, I believe. So you don't want to get hit by them. Now, Hardman is a very heavy robot mass, as his data card, his build suggests. He will shoot 2 hard knuckles. They're pretty difficult to avoid. They're hard to avoid. Anyways, you hit him with Magnet Missile, and you can take him out really easy. As you see there, he only got like maybe 3 phases of his attacking. But he'll jump. When he lands, he'll freeze Mega Man in place whether you're in the air or not, which is pretty interesting. But not super difficult. We'll get the hard knuckle, which is going to be very useful on the final boss dungeon. And it's a very slow weapon, but you can guide it upward. So once you shoot it, hold up or down, and then you can guide it vertically. But it can also be used to break certain walls in the castle. So we want to save that for that dungeon once we get there. But the next Robot Master we're going to take on is Top Man. Probably the easiest Robot Master to take out. So he's a pretty good candidate to take out the first, for your first Robot Master, Mega Man 3. So in Mega Man 3's data card for him, or Mega Man base CD data card, he's being equipped with an auto balance system. He can spin rapidly. You spit me right round, baby. Anyways, a good point, Will Greason, because you know he has to spin. Bad point, storytelling. I don't really get that. Likes ice skating, yeah, because I guess because he skates around because his little feet have wheels on them. Dislikes a bad dancer. He doesn't like bad dancers. So, anyways, Top Man's level is pretty simple. There's a lot of greenery here, and there's going to be these reappearing blocks that come out of nowhere. So just be careful when you jump. Take your time, especially when you're over spikes. The other thing is, what's really interesting about Mega Man 3 is these are actually different worlds you're going to. You don't really know that you're going to different worlds, since this is before the age of storytelling in the games for the most part. So, very interesting, because we already went through 2 worlds already. It looked like a earthy world, like maybe Mars or something like that. And then Magnet Man, a magnetic planet, I guess. But very interesting. Metals right here. I like to shoot the magnet missiles right there. You could probably do it with the Mega Buster, but I don't know why I've always done with magnet missiles right here. Now these, I was going to say these birds, these cats, they'll shoot little fur balls out, and then you can avoid them as best as you can. I don't know why I'm trying to show off right there. Just keep hitting the cat, it will explode, and then you can go down. You'll fight a few of these, but they're not too difficult. So just keep going. And gosh, I really love the slide. I'm glad they got the slide in this game, because it makes going through these levels so much more faster. And then their cat hair, this one will be easier because the fur balls will actually just go off screen. So all I gotta do is jump over them, and then they'll be gone. So go up here. This little metal is going to hit me probably, yeah, just once. Go ahead and get the energy pellet here, and just be very careful jumping over here. And then here are these little tops. Okay, let me go off screen it so those tops can disappear. So go up here, shoot these tops you want. You'll probably take a hit here, but that's okay. And then just shoot them. You could probably take it out with the magnet missile, but I don't really want to. And jump right here, jump over these tops. Just make sure that you're on the right side of the top whenever you jump. Don't jump when you're in the center or the left, or you may not make it. And then Top Man, super easy. You can take him out with the Mega Buster, but his weakness is the hard knuckle. Now, for Top Man, when he spins, he's invincible. So you only get maybe like one hard knuckle unless you're super close to him. And then you just take the hits from his little tops that he throws. But Top Man's pretty infamous because his attack really does suck. And honestly, I don't really understand how it dictates how much energy it uses. So I recommend whenever you do use it for Shadow Man, and when you use it for the final boss, you just tap the attack button whenever you touch the enemy. But if you touch the enemy, you're going to get hit, so it's pretty annoying. So even though we got the Elect Beam colors, which the Elect Beam was one of the best weapons in Mega Man's history, we also get one of the worst weapons in Mega Man's history with the color scheme. So the next Robot Master we're going to take on is Shadow Man, which is one of my favorite Robot Masters, because, you know, I like ninjas and all that Japanese stuff. So, Mega Man and Base CD for Shadow Man says, a robot created after a Japanese ninja. His Shadow Blade is coated with a special and deadly liquid. I can hardly wait for a surprise. That's his quote. A good point, flexibility. Bad point, impulsiveness. Like to surprise others, because, you know, he's a ninja, and dislikes obvious tricks because, you know, he's in the shadows. He doesn't like to be out in the open. So Brickman, pretty easy there. You can see how I took him out, and I want to say that is his second to last appearance in the normal 8 levels. Oop, I said normal 8 levels. So here, shoot your magnet missiles. You can take out these little. I'm trying to think what they're called. I'm going to call them projectors. Very much like when we fought the alien Wily and Wily 2, Mega Man 2. They will black out the whole screen, which is kind of dangerous because there's certain parts of this level that will have bottomless pits, and you don't want to not have your vision whenever you see these bottomless pits. And then I try to conserve my magnet missile because that magnet missile is very invaluable to take those things out, because they're generally going to be at the very top of the screen where you can't easily hit them. A magnet missile is one of those weapons that will easily hit it. These little robot frogs, you have to hit them while they're on the ground and or in the air, unless you use a weapon that will coast along the ground, which there is one. That's Snake Man's weapon. Or I guess you can use magnet missile, but I'd rather just shoot them in the air with the Mega Buster for free. Now these parachute enemies, they take quite a bit of damage to the Mega Buster, but as you see here, you can take them out with one magnet missile, and if you know where they are, you can shoot them with the magnet missile and take them out. So now we're going to keep going, and we're already at the end of the level, I think. I think Shadow Man is right up ahead. The Dragonfly enemies, they'll fly over you and land behind you to your level, and then they'll try to bum rush you. But you're going to see how useless, or I guess how weak Top Man's weapon is as far as a weapon, because it really is not a very good weapon, because inherently you're going to take damage, and I'm sure a lot of people know this already, but it sucks pretty bad. You see there, I just used up all my energy, and that was because I was holding down the weapon. You don't want to hold down the weapon. So now I have switched to using Mega Buster, and Shadow Man is not the easiest Robot Master to take out, as I'm demonstrating right here. I've normally taken him out with Top Man's weapon, and this is the first time in a very long time I am taking him out, fighting him without that weapon. But I assure you I will not do that same mistake on the rematch. But that's the end of this first part. We've already taken out half the Robot Masters. Man, this is going to be a quick game, isn't it? So we got the Shadow Blade, which is a watered down version of the Metal Blade. And well, I'll catch you next one, folks. Oh, we got Rush Marine. So I'll catch you next one, folks. Later and bye.